Every time I get on live, Kiki start, y'all. I swear, it just don't never fail. She wouldn't bother me all this time, but as soon as I hit that live button, there she go. Want everything in the world. Like, I just don't get that. Why do you... Then I have to get on her tail. Then I feel bad. Like, stop doing that. Don't do that every time I get on live. Like, you was fine. Stop doing that. But hey, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. But yeah. So to start it over. Like, what wouldn't you do for money? Like, do you have limits to what you would do for money? Is there certain things you just won't do for money? Do you understand that the love of money is the root of all evil? Not money itself, but the love of it, right? I think we all get that concept of it. And that the love of it is the root of all evil. So I'll be sitting around going from platform to platform, just looking at people content, of course. And again, it's from platform to platform, just looking at what, you know, what people post, how people think, people thoughts. And it's a difference between having an opinion about somebody else's life and judging. And one thing that us as humans, for some reason, can't wrap our head around is the fact that none of us sit high enough to judge. We all have things that we've done that we may not be so proud of. We all have a past. We all have gone through things in life. Everybody's journey is not the same. Some people's journey was smooth sailing from their perception of it. And, you know, some people had some very hard lumps and bumps and bruises in the road, you know. But it don't make the people that journey was smooth sailing any better than the people who had the bumps in the road. But people, for one, sometimes people think they're better than people because of materialistic things, things that can be destroyed, things that really hold no value, right? Even a car, once you pull it off the lot, it depreciates. As soon as you pull that car off the lot, it's no longer worth what it was when it was sitting there. You know, and that's everything in this life. Everything that you buy, everything that you do. But people are no longer focused on one another. And that's becoming a big problem. So the humility factor and just being a human being that got some type of poison about yourself, all that's going out the window. People don't care what they say, y'all. People don't understand that they'll be held accountable. You will not get a pass for the things that you say out your mouth. Like, your tongue is powerful, and you will be held accountable for every word that you speak. And when things start to manifest in your life, like I always say, don't be surprised. When things start manifesting in your life, take your chin up, chest out, right? Because you thought it was funny when it was somebody else's journey. You thought it was funny when it was someone else was going through it. Like, when God is dealing with us, no matter who it is or no matter how he's doing it, when God is dealing with us, y'all let people go through their own karma. You don't beat down people when they're already in the midst of going through their karma or going through whatever it is they got to go through to get through the next level in their life. It's not for you to judge. Worry about your own life. And like I said, we can all have opinions, you know, but opinions are like, y'all know what? Everybody got one. The people going to have an opinion regardless. It don't matter whether you're doing good or bad. It can be 50 people that think you're doing good and 50 people that think you're doing bad doing the same thing. So it's always going to be somebody, whether it's because you're really doing bad or just because they want to be, they want to hate on who you are. They don't feel like you deserve what you got. It's going to be people that's going to always have something to say. But the gist of it all is knowing who you are, standing firm in who you are, understanding that to get somewhere, you have to go through something. You got to get through to get to. Understand that. Hold your head up while you're going through your battles, through your journey. Don't let nobody make you feel less than. And know that everybody bleed the same. Okay? Ain't nobody on this earth better than you. Okay? You are you in your own right. You are perfectly imperfect, made in God's image. You are you in your own right. And whatever you went through, if you made it through it, that means God still got a purpose for your life. You still are going somewhere. No matter what people say or how people try to speak over you, because that stuff will manifest in their life. Let them go ahead and continue to speak and watch God start whooping them. Okay? And when God start tearing their heads up and they want to cry and ask for no, you know, go ahead and you go through that like I had to go through it. Because it shall happen. It's written that it will happen. You will not get a pass for it. And, you know, it used to be a time when people looked out for kids and women. But now, you know, it's just like anybody can get it now. Don't nobody care about nothing. If it's going to bring that mighty dollar, They don't care. However we gotta get it, we gonna get it. That's why, like I said, there's 4 people in this chat. I'm okay with 4 people. I don't care if it stay 4 people. You know what I'm saying? Slow and steady wins the race. If in order for me to, elevate in social media or anything like that, I gotta tear somebody else down or make somebody else feel less than or pick at somebody because of what their journey have been. I don't want it. I continue to do what I do right now, work my job until God open up a door that don't require me to lose myself for it to be beneficial, right? I never want to lose myself for nothing. Because when I leave here, I want my legacy to be just what I've been building it to be. And I wouldn't let social media or nothing else change that. Because this can go out today or tomorrow. And you never know, the last word that you may speak is be with how people look at you forever. And it could have been something real horrible. And this social media just go down. You don't have time to come back and correct your mouth. Or you don't have the time to come back and apologize. So the last thing that you've said was something just so crutball and evil that's the last thing people remember coming out of your mouth. So no matter what you try to do in your mind and in your life going forward, you can't go back and correct the very last thing that you said on social media before it shut down. Because that's what they're going to remember you by. The last thing that you said. Now, I'm not saying that people are not human. We all are human. We all want to, a lot of us do want to be, more like God and less like ourselves, but we all are human. So, there's certain buttons you push, that can make people attack. But I'm just trying to say certain buttons should never be pushed. You should never play with people's kids. You should never play with people, loved ones that passed on. You got to have limits to who you are. You got to stand on who you are. And how you going to let strangers change who you are? Now, if you're just an evil, vindictive person, that's just who you are. All right, that's who you is. God will deal with you. But if that's not who you are, don't let nothing change who you are, especially for $1. Because understand, the devil give gifts too. And anything that the devil give shall not stand for but so long. It will crumble around you in due time. So like I say, slow and steady always going to win the race for me. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. But everybody else who live their life the way they want to live it, go ahead and live it. But I'm just still saying that it's just so sickening to see some of the things or some of the bottomless pits that some people on here go to just to get a kiki. Some things ain't even worth kikiing because they ain't funny. That dark humor some of y'all got is ridiculous. Y'all need to go to God in prayer real fast. Because that dark humor some of y'all got, it ain't even funny. You need to do some mental evaluation on your own self. You need to get yourself together. Like, I mean, come on, man. It got to be a better way for people to voice how they feel without going too far. Hi, Lucas. Without going too far. You got to have boundaries. You got to have boundaries to who you are to continue to build or grow into who you're going to be. Who you are today, I hope that's not the end of you. I will hope that you want to grow and manifest beyond who you are today, right? I'm hoping who you are today is just a chapter in your story, but it's not the end of your story. So, with that being said, I will hope you want to be the best version of yourself that you can be, right? Because that can't be determined by social media or nothing else. This, like I said, this stuff can be gone today or tomorrow, right? On here and all these social media, you get supporters, you get, people that follow you, people that like to listen to you based on who you are, right? Who you are. And you should never put on the facade of who you are just to appease somebody else, even total strangers that just see you through a screen. I'm not going to change who I am to appease you. I don't have to be to your liking. You choose to listen or you choose to not. You choose to follow or you choose to not. But what I'm not going to do is change or affect my everlasting for you to watch me. That's one thing that's priceless. You can't put $1 or a cent on that. I'm going to be who I'm going to be. If I ain't enjoyable to you, there's a millions of content people that you can watch. But I would not change or alter how I'm going to be for a bunch of total strangers. Like, because the lengths that I've seen people go to out here just to get a key or just to be able to assault somebody else is, it is sickening. Like, it is sickening. I mean, bottom of the barrel sickening. When you see people on here, the big old content creators, they talking about other big old people or like famous people. You don't see people that really trying to get some way sitting around here talking about a dogging people that's trying to build just like them. They talking about people that's already made it. It ain't too a lot of them talk not really talking about it. They just in their business that they put out on the internet, and they may have an opinion here and there, but like people here go low. I've seen people try to do stuff to affect people real life off the internet. What is wrong with y'all? And then the people be in the audience applauding y'all and clapping about it. That ain't nothing to be applauding and clapping. What the hell wrong with a bunch of so-called people over the age of 18? But then y'all out here raising children. You out here raising children and having an opinion on how somebody else raising their children. And you the most evilest of the evilest. Shouldn't even be speaking on nobody else's children. I know what's going on behind somebody else's door. If they ain't welcome you in their house, get the hell out their house. If they ain't open the door and say come in their house, get the hell out of it. What are you in there for? What's going on in the people's house is no concern of yours. And as a bunch of grown behind people, why is that so hard for y'all to comprehend? Like the junk is sickening. I've seen so many great things happen out here that people try to find something negative about it to beat it down. People graduating from college, people having babies, people, what else? You know, people elevating in life, period, right? And you got 50% of people, okay, yeah, I'm going to clap for you. Then you got 50% of people trying to dig and digest and find the worst part of it, just to have something negative to say. Even though it's fully a good thing, they trying to find some evil in it, just so hey, they can have something to talk about. You can't be that thirsty to have to be able to talk about somebody. You can't be that thirsty to want to have something negative to say about a total stranger. You can't be that thirsty and say you happy within yourself. You ain't happy within yourself, because if you was happy within yourself, some of the things that come out your mouth wouldn't dare come out your mouth, because you would love yourself too much to say some of the stuff you say. Some of these people out here hateful as hell. And a bunch of grown people just to be you got to be a part of something on social media. You feel like you got to be a part of something on social media that bad? That you'll alter your everlasting to be a part of a crowd? You must wasn't loved as a child. Ain't no way. And if you wasn't loved as a child, that still don't give you an excuse to be just pure D evil. Because a lot of y'all are pure D evil, no matter how much you laugh about it or kiki kaka. Some of y'all are pure D evil. And you need to ask God for forgiveness, as we all do. One thing about me, I fall short and I make mistakes too, but I ain't never too big to go ask God, God, I shouldn't have did that. Lord, please forgive me. But I still got boundaries. There's certain stuff I won't even do. Like y'all, this is the most, the internet is a blessing and a curse. But one thing that it has shown me how evil people really are. I would have never knew that a world existed with so many evil, vindictive people. Tell your mama to, and get the fuck out my chat. So many evil, vindictive people. Unless, and I think that's what the internet was for, to expose people, give people a way to make a couple dollars, and let people actually see what, the times that we living in. To really see how down and dirty people can get. Because, boy, y'all can get down and dirty, baby. I mean muddy. For a total stranger. You can lose sleep over a total stranger. You can go ahead and say all these things and manifest all this stuff over your life for a total stranger. Just for a little key. Baby, I ain't never want to laugh that much in my life. I ain't never found nothing that funny. I got limits to my jokes, baby, and what I think funny and what's not funny. And I don't care not to be a part of the crowd. If that's the crowd that I gotta be, if that's the type of crowd that you gotta be a part of to thrive on social media, baby, I still just be here just to be here like I am now. I don't care nothing about. If that's the only way you can grow and be big, I just stay where I'm at. I'm okay with not growing or being big, because anything from God is not gonna be built like that. Anything of God is not gonna come like that. And if it's not of Him, I don't want it. Because I understand that times that we live in now is no more time for playing. It's no more time for continuously keep doing the same thing and being the same way. If you're an evil person, being the same way and not trying to elevate or grow, because you just never know when your time gonna be up. People leaving here back left and right, and people getting on here screaming, veins popping out their head, hollering and screaming and toting people business like they doing something, like it's making any part of their life better. What is it doing for your life? You just sat out here and told everybody business, so what is it doing for you? After you hung up outside of a bunch of keys from a total stranger, what did it do for your life? And a couple chump change from YouTube. What did it do for your life outside of that? What is it going to do for the building the future for your children? Nothing. Because anything not built on a solid foundation, again, shall not stand. What did it really do for you? We watch people out here getting sick. And no matter how mad you are at somebody, people are getting sick. Very, very sick. And people are so numb and so full of hate on this internet. People won't even sit down to pray. Or just say, okay, I'm going to lay off for a minute. I'm going to let them get better. Because I understand, even though I may dislike them, at the end of the day, no matter how many words they spoken, this is a total stranger. I'm going to pray for him or her. That's the best thing that I can do. Because God don't tell you just to pray for the people you know. If you're really of God, you know you you definitely pray for anybody that's sick. And if you can help anybody, that's what you're supposed to do. Right? Whether you like them or dislike them. If you see somebody in your face physically sick and toe up, that to a point where they got something that they may or may not make it, why would that be a time to come out here and bash them more? And they sick. They at their weakest. I just seen so many good people turn straight devil on this app. Straight devil. People that was at some point you could laugh at, you could key with. They went straight devil. Just for an audience to laugh and key with them. It ain't never that deep. And the people that are laughing, keep with you, they just as evil as they want to be. You got to understand, just like there are angels walking, there's devils walking too. And anybody that indulge and promote and push that kind of narrative, they as devilish as the devil. And you got to be real careful. Be real careful about the company you keep. You got to be real careful because it's real easy to fall astray on this app. And I noticed that. That's why I barely come on here. But I do want to come on. And I said I'm going to start coming on more just to talk. Like I said, whoever engages. Whoever don't. I don't care either way because at the end of the day, it just seems like the only way that people are happy on here is if you are here. That's the baby teeth ring. Is if you are tearing people down or all up in people's business. If you want to be up in people's business, go be a news reporter. That's what they do. They get paid for it. It's a job. Go get it. On here, you know, the internet's supposed to be fun. The internet is supposed to be somewhere you can come get some laughter about good things, get some laughter, you know, learn some stuff. You know, different things like that. It don't supposed to be so personal. It don't supposed to be so personal. If people don't come out here and want to talk to you about their business, and if somebody come on here and use this as an avenue to talk about it, or, you know, if you support them in their chat and they going through something and they want to talk to you, you talk to them in their chat. You don't sit there and listen, be so miserable in your own life that you sitting there listening to somebody else's business to take it back to your chat and pick on them. But everybody's supposed to be grown. Grown people don't move like that. Children do. Children move like that. Like, you know, we always taught when we live, you don't got nothing nice to say, you don't say nothing at all. That just done gone out the window. But you can speak on what everybody else doing. There's a lot of things a lot of us was raised with that a lot of us don't do. But like this gutter wrench and stuff y'all do on this internet, some of y'all do on this internet, that just is preposterous. It's not very demure at all. Demure. What's the new word everybody around here saying? Demure. It's not very demure of you guys. Like, y'all, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it, and I can understand that. Like I said, it's hard. So people grinding, and they feel like it's a grind. It's a grind to get on the internet and talk and, you know, chit-chat. But everybody done went through something. Everybody got their own story to talk about. You know, if you want to talk about something deep, talk about your own. Because everybody done had something they can talk about. You know, sometimes your story can be, you would think nobody else went through it, but if you feeling like this is what you want to do, you can come out here and tell your story without being ashamed of it and don't care what other people got to say. Sometimes your story could save somebody else's life. Somebody else probably going through the exact same thing right now in their journey that you've already conquered. So you could tell your story and you may can help somebody else instead of you digging up in somebody else's life and you haven't fixed the things that you need to fix in your own life. Mend your broken pieces before you go around filling in somebody else's broken pieces. Mend yours first. A lot of y'all still broken because you're too busy in everybody else's business trying to worry about picking the pieces so you can talk about the pieces that's broken in their life. So you can't never fix yourself. Fix your own broken pieces. Like, I don't understand, like, y'all, it's pathetic over here. Some things over here just straight up pathetic. It's some things over here straight up pathetic. It ain't even funny no more. It ain't no key. It ain't funny. It ain't funny, bro. And if you think it's funny, something wrong with you. Like it's surpassed all that other stuff. Just common sense tells something wrong with you. Like, common sense wise, something is really wrong with you. You know, y'all, some of y'all gutter bucket load. Like, y'all straight gutter. Gutter rats. Gutter rats pick up other people's trash and try to eat it. So that's why I said some of y'all gutter rats. Y'all try to pick up people's business and take it to your platform and talk about it. And try to beat them down more when they already went through the experience. No telling how bad it was for them when they was going through that. But y'all think it ain't enough cool to uplift because, like me, you have a little bit of people in your chat. Who cares? It ain't that deep. Bashing somebody else, I mean, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner can't be that deep in your life. But then you expect your life to move to the next level. It's not going to. Because God is not the author of confusion. So if you want to waddle in confusion, you're going to stay stagnant in where you are right now. Because God don't waddle in confusion. That's not what he do. What, Kiki? Okay, mommy coming. Like God don't live there. Okay, mama, I heard you. She'll stop for a minute, she come right back. Well, y'all, I just came over here. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll find y'all can let me know a topic y'all want to talk about. Y'all can put it on my wall or something like that. About what y'all want to talk about, y'all. And I'm out. Let me get my baby.